This is a remote actuator that operates this handle on this tap-off box that is for the E&I Engineering Intelligent Power Bar System. It'll operate tap-off boxes up to 250 amps. Allows you to get away from this switch while you're operating it for arc flash protection. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate how it's installed and operated. The handle on these tap-off boxes, they all look like this. This one is currently in the off position. It's got this little lever here that has to be pushed up before it can be rotated around to the on position. So keep in mind that this has to be up for this actuator to be able to rotate that. What holds that little lever up is this little black ramp on here, and it just automatically, as you install it, it will hold it up out of the way where it needs to be. This arm here will need pre-positioned. Right now it's in the off position, so we need to move this arm around here to the off position so that when this is installed, the arm is lined up with the handle right here. Sometimes these handles, depending on the tap-off box, the handle turns the other direction over to here to be off. You'll be able to tell that by the markings on the side. This one's already in the off position, so it's pretty obvious which way it goes. And I'll show you more about that here in just a minute. To install it, we just swing it in like that. We got a magnet here on top, and the second magnet, we pull the lever on, and it's locked in place. You can see right here the little ramp has the little lever pushed up in place after it's installed, which will allow this arm to rotate now. All right, so we have it installed now. We've got some buttons and switches here on the bottom and a cable we need to hook up. I'm going to go ahead and put the battery in. It uses a Milwaukee M18 battery, lithium rechargeable. Slides up and locks into place. There's a switch here on it that you got to set depending on which position off is. In this situation here, the handle's already in off position, so you see where it's located. The switch has to be set in the direction that the handle will be. So you see it's a rocker switch. I'm going to set it here because this is off towards the back. If off would have been up this way, we put the switch forward. So the switch goes like that. The cable up. There's a wake button on it. You press and it wakes it up. The handheld controller, I've already hooked it up to the other end of the cable. This is a 30-foot cable. We also offer them in 50-foot cables, and we actually offer them in wireless configuration also. But they all work very similar to what you see right here. Take it to the on position. I'm going to hold the enable button, press on, and it completes the stroke and shuts itself off at the end of the stroke. So we're in the on position. To operate it to off, press and hold the enable, press and hold the off until it completes a stroke. You don't hold the button until it's all the way done. We go back to on. I'm going to press enable, press and hold on. It completes a stroke and it releases back a little bit to take the pressure off the handle. Alright, so now we're going to remove it. Got to make sure it's powered down, so you press the sleep button. I'm going to remove the cable off of it. Disconnect the cable. Now, I like taking the battery out. I don't like handling it with the battery in it. If it somehow will get turned on and for whatever reason operate automatically, it shouldn't do that. But if something will go wrong, and it would, and your hands were caught up in here, it would be pretty bad for you. I'm going to release the top magnet and then the bottom magnet and take it off like that. That's all there is to it. Again, it operates tap-off boxes up to 250 amp for the E&I Engineering Intelligent Medium Power Bar System. It comes in a carrying case with the cable, instructions, the Milwaukee battery, the charger, everything you need to operate. It comes as a kit.